about the movie Boy Kills World. I went to go see that, man. It was a good movie. I seen on TikTok that they was advertising and people saying it was good. It kind of gave you that Kill Bill, Quentin Tarantino, Dawn of the Dust type of kind of camera, where there's the fighting scenes and they zoom in real fast. It kind of had the comedy, and then like the Django zoom he did. So it was a good movie, a lot of action. His fight scenes were really, really good. It was shooting in action. That's what it was. It had a storyline. It had some complexity to the storyline. So it wasn't kind of like a 90s movie where the storyline is just all action and then they sprinkle the storyline throughout the movie. That was pretty much the 90s action movie. Where they just did flashbacks and they kind of, put the story together. And it was just like sprinkle here, and it wasn't really no complexity to it. It had that as far as them sprinkling a little bit of this story, sprinkling a little bit of that story. So basically, it's spoilers. If you ain't seen it or you ain't seen it, I gotta spoil it to explain it. So basically, what happened was, like a karate master, I forget his name. He trained a white boy, the main character, to basically be his understudy. And basically what he told the kid was that the lady that's the head lady, he killed his family or whatever, and he barely survived. Now I think, because I got some popcorn, so I had to go to the popcorn stand. What I think actually happened too, I think he kind of like kidnapped the kid, and he must have did something to her where he went deaf, right? So he told the kid a lie. I think he kidnapped the kid. Don't quote me on that. He told the kid a lie and shit. So he started training the kid to carry out He started training the kid to carry out the mission and shit, because he wanted the kid to take the lady out, and she was like the head, or she was like the mayor or whatever. She was the head. She basically was a dictator. So he trained him as a kid or whatever, trained him up, and then so the dictators end up coming to the town, shooting people down and shit. And the main character, I forget his name, Billy or something. Hold on. That's why I didn't remember his name. His name was fucking Boy. So he ended up, basically prematurely jumping in the situation and shit. And, he prematurely jumped in the situation. And then he went to go kill him without the monks, or whatever his name was, this Kung Fu master blessing. So he jumped into the situation, whatever. So he went on a mission to kill the dictator lady that he think killed his family. So as the movie go on, he beat some people as he trying to infiltrate, free a slave or whatever. They put up a plan together. Long story short, they use him as a. They didn't tell him, because he deaf, by the way. So he deaf. So they didn't tell him, but he was a plan or whatever. So they sent him as a distraction, infiltrated. So then they end up putting a play in where they can get to the queen or the dictator lady. And, I ain't going to tell you too much about what happened there. But they end up getting to her. And then she tell the boy, which is the boy, what happened. So she tell him the real story. He basically was like, the boy was the one. Okay, so the Kung Fu karate master monk guy, like I told y'all, I think when I went to the bathroom, I think he kidnapped the kid, fucked him up, made him deaf, excuse my language, made him deaf, and then brainwashed him to believe that the dictator lady killed his family, but the dictator lady told him the truth. As he infiltrated, they caught him. She was like, basically what happened was, I'm your mother, and basically I had you kill his family. So she made her son, which is the boy, who the Kung Fu master, who he trained, he made her, his mother, the dictator, which he didn't know was his mother till now, she made him kill the Shifu's Kung Fu master family. So he brainwashed the boy, trained him to go kill her. So he was supposed to kill her. So he talking, he got her like, is this for real? And then the reason he knew it was real was because his sister, which I'm not gonna get out of the way too much of that, his sister, you know, basically she thought that he killed the family. His sister was right there. So then, you know, they figured out, they get her out the way, and then this Kung Fu master show up at the place. He like, well, you know, the Kung Fu master, like, well, you know, he tell the Kung Fu master, you know, old girl dead. You know, we got rid of her or whatever, the dictator. Then, you know, as they get rid of her, he like, nah, you know, your sister got to die too. He like, nah, your sister got to die. So he like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So they end up, you know, throwing down or whatever. And, you know, but I just leave that to that about that. So, you know, at the end of the day, that was some nasty work right there. This dude playing music, drinking a Budweiser. This is nasty work out here. I done seen enough by this. I done seen enough by this dude. I done seen enough, man. Dude, I'm sitting in the car, and you know I'm chilling. I'm shooting a video. So the dude get out the car with this girl. He grabbed me and shit. I remember I don't live in the hood no more. He grabbed me, whatever. So I'm like, man, what's wrong with this dude, man? Like, and then they come out. Him and this girl come out. She all in my face. I said, oh, that's what that's about. They be ready to die. They be ready to die over these women, bro. Dudes really be ready to die over these women. And the reason these dudes be willing to crash out over these women is because financially, they financials tied to them. They can't survive without them. They be them pookies and Ray Rags. I'm like, dog, just grim me hard as hell. Like, I'm like, I know an enemy. I ain't got too many enemies. So I know if I'm beefing with somebody. So I'm like, yeah, I don't even know, cuz. When I seen him come out, his chick was all in my face. I said, oh, that's what that's about. Dog, I don't want your Keisha. Myra gonna know what I'm talking about. It may be Johnson, I think it is. But yeah, man, it was a good movie, man. I think out of 10, I'll give it a 6.5. Probably on the rerun, a 7 if I watch it again. Cause there ain't no good movies coming out in June. I think Garfield the only good movie I see that's coming out in June. So yeah, I probably I'll give that a 6.5. Man, I enjoyed it. I kind of seen it on the queue on the marquee, and I'm like, I read it. But then when I actually seen the commercial on TikTok, and I read the reviews, a lot of people liked it. So yeah, it was man, it was 2 hours long, with 1 hour and 51 minutes long. But I'll tell you this, pause. But or no diddy, you know. But to be honest, it was really good. It was action packed. It wasn't no dull moments in that movie. It was all gas, no brakes. It wasn't no dull moments in that movie. So I enjoyed it, man. And I say 6.5. Probably on the rerun, a 7 if I ain't leave to the bathroom for a second or leave to the snack stand for a second. But I'll just say 6.5. It was good. I think Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 75% out of 100. I think IMDb, hopefully I said that right, gave it a 6.5 out of a 10. So to me, it's a 6.5, possibly a 7. So yeah, ain't no dull moments in it, bro. Bunch of blood, bunch of guns, bunch of hand-to-hand combat, bunch of cutting, bunch of just all gas, no break. If you like an action movie with a nice little storyline to it, you know what I'm saying, but more action than talking, you know. I mean, if this was kid friendly and you got ADHD and you don't be really paying attention, you got a short attention span, this the movie for people for a short attention span. It don't seem like a 2-hour movie at all. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out the movie review list. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Kick. Check out the Patreon, Amazon Music, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.